What is going on YouTube? Hayden here, and in today's episode, we need to be talking about the major, and I mean the major dump on most of these major cryptocurrencies. Now, again, this is no surprise. This didn't come as a shock, and it shouldn't to anyone because this is something we have been tracking for days now. And we said in yesterday's video, I made it dire, I made it very important to go over it with you, that we were going to be seeing a move very soon. And as you can see here, yes, have I in the past mentioned the possibilities of seeing a possible run to the upside? Don't hold that to me. It's called clickbait. That's what you got to do. But in the video, I have broken down very clearly what we're looking at. Yes, clickbait in the thumbnail, but it is still accurate. You can see beautifully tracking the symmetrical triangle forming on the 4-hour charts for XRP. Here we have it just yesterday. Less than a day ago. It has just started, and I spelt just wrong. That's lovely. You can see the closure below the symmetrical triangle. We knew to buy in right there, hence the short opportunity that we were all able to take advantage of. Ample opportunity. Even yesterday, if you were late, we made it very clear that breakout was coming. You can see, let me pull that back up right here. You can see beautifully symmetrical triangle. Confirmation closure. This was on Friday. Closed right here. Buy an opportunity, even if you missed out. Saturday, buy an opportunity. Sunday, buy an opportunity. Either way, got in right here. Look at the short. An extremely easy buy an opportunity because we knew when the run was going to come. And we knew if we closed either above or below this, we'd get the volume that we need. Hence the major dump here on the price. Look at this. Down 42% in less than a week is unbelievable. And it's not just XRP we're going to be looking at. Solana seeing the correction. Ethereum seeing the correction. Bitcoin seeing the correction. Now QQQ and the stock market are not open yet. But as you can see from pre or before trading, we are falling. We're going to open up much lower than where we started from, which again, not a surprise, but we are going to have to go over it and look at it. Stock market is probably going to come back inside the descending fractal. Again, I'm waiting for some things to go on sale. I've been waiting, so I'm very excited, and hopefully we can see the results of that here. But otherwise, with that being said, smash that like button, turn on post notifications, subscribe. Let's get right into today's episode. Now, guys, briefly, before we get into the technical analysis, remember BYDFI is giving away up to $8K in free, a little more, sorry, up to $8,100 in free bonus cryptocurrency. They are also doing a new promotion fairly soon. I'll keep you guys updated on that in the next couple of days whenever that gets listed here. But as you guys can see, up to 8K for those to sign up. Mine has expired already. It takes you get a couple of days until that event ends, but when you sign up, you get that opportunity. And you can see here, anyone and everyone can get up to $100 in free bonus cryptocurrency. And then depending on what you deposit, you can get up to 8K in bonus crypto, which is even more insane. We'll talk about this more later on in today's episode, but to get right into today's video, this dump shouldn't come as a surprise. We've been tracking it for a very long time. You can see the little, kind of unnecessary play here, a little bear trap action right there for the correction. But when you jump to the daily charts, you can see how it's no surprise. We also came back to a pretty solid area, if you ask me. I mean, if we just extend this downtrend just a hair more, it's kind of doesn't look too bad. Not that we're going to be going this low, but you can see, I don't even like that. Sorry, we're going to leave it how we've had it. But you can see the correction back down here, right to moving average. We knew it. We said it consistently here that if the markets were to fall, if we were to see XRP dump, it would go to moving average. You can see here, we've drawn it clearly. We were tracking a beautiful symmetrical triangle, clear as day on Friday for many days now. We said if we close above this yellow resistance, we'll buy in and we'll long it to the upside. We close below support, we'll buy in and we'll short. Friday gave us that confirmation, very clear. Even then, Saturday, you had the opportunity to get in. Very clear, and hence the correction now all the way down to moving average. No surprises there. We'll probably balance out, and then we'll have to readjust and figure out where we're going to be moving to, because these were very easy plays and shorts to the downside here. It was a very easy update. All we're doing is waiting for when the buy-in opportunity is approaching. So we know when it is. Like I've said before, it doesn't matter which direction we move to, because we can long and short either direction. We have that opportunity on BYDFI here. So it doesn't matter which direction we break to. It's more of when the breakout is going to be coming, knowing when to be buying in so we don't miss out on any opportunity. You can see the XRP, we had this beautiful, much larger symmetrical triangle coming down pretty much to here. If we just extended this out a hair, which I'll do in a second, you can see as we were tracking on the past here, you extend this out, it's almost like that's what we're coming into contact with. It's quite ironic if you ask me, but if I zoom in, you can see we have seen a much larger thing forming here. This has not been a surprise at all. We could leave it like this. I think it's all right. There's also some sort of descending fractal here. Regardless of how you want to look at it, there was without a doubt some sort of fractal that we were tracking. You could see very similar with right here. That almost looks better than this. It's like this one was more like here, but not as accurate on the XRP chart because we did see some volume right there. So we're going to leave it how we had it before. This isn't as accurate, but it's very similar. Regardless, we came to this point where we're consolidating. We knew to buy in once we got that confirmation closure, and that caused a short opportunity. And you could take advantage of this on BYDFI because they are the #1 cryptocurrency leveraging exchange that I like to use here on the channel. Buy long, sell short, leverage trade, create stop losses, take profits. Every single thing you'd want on an exchange is offered on BYDFI. You can get all these take profits, reduce onlys, trailing stop losses, limit orders, market orders. I mean, it doesn't get any better than that. They even have a reward center. Now, this correction, this crash in the market, people are speculating it's because of Trump's tariffs. Again, I think correlation and causation are two different things. They're not always related here. This dump is not coming out as a surprise, and we'll talk about that later on. But you can take advantage of the new user bonuses up to 8,100, daily rewards. You have exclusive rewards and even hot rewards. So make sure to check out BYDFI down in the description below. Anywho, moving forward from BYDFI and from XRP, looking at these other cryptos, we knew this break was coming, and people are going to associate it with any sort of relevant news that comes out. So what a coincidence. Trump talks about tariffs the same time we were tracking a symmetrical triangle, and the breakout happened right, or the breakdown happened right at the point that we knew was coming. You know what I'm saying? Had we have just dumped right here, I'd say, okay, that's manipulation. That's from the from news articles, from the propaganda or whatever, from the manipulation of Trump tariffs. That's not what happened. We saw the dump right at here. So what happened is we saw the dump, and whatever news happened to be that day, Trump tariffs, that is what they're now attributing to the correction. But this correction was coming. It was inevitable. We've been tracking it, so it's not a surprise here. They just pin it on whatever news story happens to be out that specific day or close to it. So that's a correction on XRP. We're going to start to see a lot of this correction back up, but because it's so early, there's a good chance we could settle back down. But just keep your stop losses pretty tight and lock in profits. Better off locking in profits early than later and actually losing out. Any profits earned early, is not a bad trade. Profits after, any trades after, that can be risky here. Now, correction on Solana, it almost like I want to attribute it to the lower levels. Like I could do something like this, but it makes it harder. I mean, it's certainly possible something like this is there. It certainly is possible that we're still inside of here, and I think we are at a low, and I do believe Solana might bottom out and start to consolidate forward. There's a very large descending fractal forming on Solana, so I'm not surprised, but I still think we're in this bull flag here, and I think it's only a short recovery. I think we are oversold now, and there will be a possible reversal back up on all these cryptocurrencies. I very well think so. We're going to have to form some new technical indicators, so I'm going to have to be patient here, but I do think there is a chance now that we can see a correction. And then what's interesting is if I jump to the daily and I extend our bottom support, we look good. We're inside a fractal that is not a surprise here. We are in this beautiful bull flag. I'm going to delete some of these here just to make life a little bit easier because we know, well, I'll leave that one, but you can see we're in a much larger ascending fractal here. We're back inside of it, and we've been playing out on the top resistance perfectly, and here we are near the support. So we are at a low point, which will yield a pretty profitable buy-in fairly soon. But again, we're still in a descending fractal that looks very good, and these bull flags tend to break bullish, so I'm also excited for Solana. Ethereum broke down. Let's see if that's in anything. Gonna clean this up just a hair. Get rid of some of these. Okay. Fractal here. The bottom support's a bit harder. There is this floor here, and I feel like we could clean it up even more, but for the most part, I don't really see any sort of technical indicator that's grabbing my attention. Could it be this? Maybe, but it seems a bit too early for that to really make sense here. I'll leave it how that is for right now, but I don't think it's all that accurate. And I think we're going to have to wait and be a little bit more patient until we get any sort of results here. But I'm trying to clean this up, trying to make this better. We did have this support, and we were getting stuck between a rock and a hard place. That's the only thing that makes sense here with this floor and the uptrend here as we got sandwiched. You could see volume clearly was starting to get constricted, playing out, and then boom, corrected. We had a little bull trap and then corrected to the downside here. Once we confirmed below this support, we knew it was a good short opportunity. We'll lower this just a hair. That's pretty much that buy-in right there. And then as for Bitcoin, and to wrap things up, we don't look bad on Bitcoin either. This little pullback was just rejection off all-time high. And you can see, again, we don't look bad. We're back on moving average, and we look okay. To be honest with you, with Bitcoin, like, we're going to probably rebound and head back up fairly soon. I don't think it's going to last. And we'll be reattempting to break through all-time highs again. Until we confirm closure below this blue band, we're looking pretty good. QQQ playing out inside a descending fractal. No surprise of possible correction as we fill in this gap. We're looking for a breach above this top resistance for us to be buying in and longing. And then the stock market looks good too. Small correction here, but we'll see where we enter. But that's it for today's video. Smash that like button, turn on post notifications, subscribe, and I'll see you in tomorrow's episode. Peace.